I'm all in to fight Haney. Haney just overpriced himself, so Top Rank was like, we're not going to pay that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to pay Haney when he didn't have a belt or anything like that for $8 million. You know, they're not going to give Haney $8 million to fight me. They're not. Honestly, I'll fight Haney for free, but... No, for real, I would. I mean, I fought Loma basically for free. I went back home with like $500,000.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So what you just heard was the voice of former unified lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Teofimo Lopez. Okay, Teofimo Lopez is now a junior welterweight title contender, superstar boxer. Teofimo Lopez, is starting to make his trend back up, to the top. Teofimo Lopez has a fight coming up this Saturday against Sandor Martin. Teofimo Lopez is 17 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Okay, Teofimo Lopez, he was asked about a possible showdown with undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. Okay, Devin Haney is 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. Okay, and Teofimo Lopez, he stated that Devin Haney priced himself out of a fight between the two because Devin Haney was looking to get $8 million to fight Teofimo Lopez. Okay, this came after Teofimo Lopez, October 17th, 2020, showdown with Olympic 2-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer, Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko. Okay, to which Teofimo Lopez, he won a unanimous decision against Lomachenko. Right, I picked Teofimo Lopez to win a unanimous decision against Vasyl Lomachenko, right? And Teofimo Lopez, in this interview, Brian Custer, is not telling the truth. Teofimo Lopez, as you heard, stated that Devin Haney asked for $8 million, priced himself out, and Top Rank said they wasn't going to pay him. Teofimo Lopez is with legendary promoter, Top Rank CEO and promoter Bob Arum and ESPN. Teofimo Lopez saying that after he beat Lomachenko, he offered to fight Devin Haney, but Devin Haney priced himself out, which is very interesting because Teofimo Lopez then went into his IBF mandatory challenge with former unified Australian star boxer, lightweight world champion, George KAMBOSOS Jr., who defeated him via split decision November 2021. So what's interesting to note here is this, is that Bob Arum was on record stating that Teofimo Lopez had zero interest in fighting Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez's father, trainer, and manager, Teofimo Lopez Sr., did an interview with Devin Haney's father, trainer, manager, CEO of DHB Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney, to which they stated that they had no interest in fighting Devin Haney after they beat Lomachenko because they were offered $10 million to fight George KAMBOSOS, who was his mandatory in Australia. They were on an interview, Teofimo Lopez Sr. and Bill Haney together, to which they said that after they fight George KAMBOSOS, Teofimo Lopez Sr. even told and pleaded with Bill Haney when he stated to Bill Haney, if you had this type of opportunity on the table, you would take it as well. We can make $10 million fighting George KAMBOSOS in Australia. To which Bill responded and stated that, okay, after that, can we get our opportunity? And Teofimo Lopez Sr. said yes. Not only that, Bob Arum is also on record stating that he wasn't in approval of Teofimo Lopez fighting George KAMBOSOS, and the IBF president, Mr. Peoples, also stated that they were willing to give Teofimo Lopez a pardon to face Devin Haney. Bob Arum was so unhappy with Teofimo Lopez fighting George Kambosos, that he even on record stated that in multiple interviews, he felt like Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos colluded allegedly to not come to an agreement to have this mandatory showdown, opposed to fighting a Devin Haney, a Lomachenko in a rematch, or Gervonta Tank Davis. The fight with Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos went to a purse bid, to which Bob Arum allowed it to go to a purse bid because Bob Arum wasn't in approval and was not on board with Teofimo Lopez fighting George Kambosos. He stated that he would have much rather have Teofimo Lopez fight a big fight, like a rematch with Lomachenko, which Teofimo Lopez didn't want to do, or a showdown with Devin Haney for Undisputed. So now Teofimo Lopez is stating that after he fought Lomachenko, they negotiated with Devin Haney, and Devin Haney turned down demanding $8 million to fight Teofimo Lopez. So when is that time frame? When did that happen? Since Bob Arum was on record saying that he would have much rather have Teofimo Lopez fight Devin Haney, Lomachenko rematch, or Tank Davis even, opposed to fighting George Kambosos, to which Bob Arum is on record saying George Kambosos is not even a good fighter. And he said that Teofimo Lopez is going to whitewash George Kambosos. And they let it go to a purse bid, to which Top Rank and Bob Arum bid $2.3 million. They wasn't high on this fight because they didn't have to, according to Bob Arum, have this mandatory fight. And then Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, he bid $3.2 million. And then Triller came in and bid a whopping $6 million for the fight. And Triller won the purse bid. And Triller wasn't able to uphold their end of the bargain. They backed out. It then went to the second highest bidder, was Matchroom. That's why the fight took place on DAZN. To which, after Teofimo Lopez lost, dropped in the first round by Kambosos, got up, faced adversity, dropped Kambosos first adversity, got up and beat Teofimo Lopez. He and his dad stated that the problem was that Eddie Hearn and Matchroom set Teofimo Lopez up. And also he had an esophagus injury, he had a lung injury, and he had an issue with dealing with the weight, making the weight at 135. So when did they offer Devin Haney any type of deal or contract, to which Devin Haney responded that he needed $8 million to fight Teofimo Lopez? When did that happen? They were never in negotiations after he beat Lomachenko because he was focused on fighting George Kambosos, because as his father, Teofimo Lopez, stated, they had a deal on the table to fight Kambosos in Australia for $10 million. Hence the reason why Bob Arum stated that he believed that they were in cahoots from the very beginning, Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos' team, to not agree to the mandatory, let it go to a purse bid to get the most money they possibly can, allegedly. This is what Bob Arum stated. They were in cahoots to try to get the most money possible. That's what Bob Arum stated. And he stated that nobody wants to see Teofimo Lopez fight George Kambosos. We would much rather see him fight Devin Haney, Lomachenko rematch, or Tank Davis. So when did Devin Haney price himself out, as Teofimo Lopez stated? Because he fought Lomachenko, then we went through the global pandemic and all at the same time, and he came back, he fought Kambosos in Madison Square Garden, and he lost. And keep in mind, the space in between him fighting Lomachenko and Kambosos, keep in mind that he suffered, he came down reportedly with the C-19. He was supposed to fight in June, then July. It kept getting pushed back. Okay, so he fought Lomachenko in October. He was supposed to fight Kambosos in early 2021, but the fight kept getting pushed back because of issues Triller was having and then issues he was having. It kept getting rescheduled. Then they didn't want to compete with Floyd Mayweather, and then they rescheduled it again. That's why it took so long to fight George Kambosos. So when exactly was he negotiating the fight with Devin Haney, where Devin Haney asked for $8 million, and then Top Rank said they wasn't going to pay Devin Haney $8 million? Teofimo Lopez not telling the truth. And now he's saying that He's more than willing to fight Devin Haney and willing to fight him for free. When his father said that they wasn't going to focus on fighting Devin Haney because they had a deal on the table to fight George Kambosos for $10 million in Australia. So when exactly did he negotiate with Devin Haney to stage a fight? It didn't happen. It never happened. So Teofimo Lopez has a tough fight coming up against Sandor Martin, who's 40 wins, 2 losses, no draws. Okay, Sandor Martin is not a big puncher with 13 knockouts, 29 years of age, but he's 5'8", 5'9", with a 70-plus inch arm reach. He's a southpaw. He's very tricky. He beat Mikey Garcia, shockingly. And he's coming off a win against Jose Felix. Tough fight compared to the fight against his initial opponent, which was Pedraza. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. He's now at junior welterweight, and he's looking to get a title opportunity. So let's see how everything unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.